this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I know it's early. It always is. It's cold. It's dark. There's no sound. The wine from yesterday's VE celebrations is literally pounding my head. But still, I can't help but smile. It was the coming together of a small local community that had been starved of connection for so long. It's then I look at my phone. 12:05, missed call from my mom. Does she need me? Or was she playing with her phone, sleepless like me? I and I are about calling her back. I don't want to disturb her if she's fallen back to sleep. But what if she needs me? I decide to send a message. The call comes straight back. It's my brother. My dad is dead. Now, when someone close to us dies, it reminds us that life is finite, that we only have so much time to live the life of our dreams. We all know that almost anything is possible. But why do we wait till we've got more time, till we have more money, till we've got more skills, till the kids have left home? The fact is there is no better time. There is only now, there is only this moment. What are your dreams? Aren't they worth fighting for? Now, as I lay awake that night staring at the ceiling, thinking about everything my dad never got to do, it hit me. What dreams would still be locked inside of me if I died tomorrow? Now, I've always known that I was born for more. And you know you are too, because that's why you're here today. I was born into a working class family of 6. The second child, the middle girl. We didn't have much. We had clothes from the church, food from the vicar, but we did have a lot of fun, a lot of laughter, and a lot of talent, if you listen to what my mum will tell you. Now, by 12, I'd taken my first job on a market stall. At 18, I'd convinced the owners of a hotel that I'd just been on holiday to give me a 6-week summer holiday job that somehow turned into a 6-year career and a move into business and management. As a child, I was bullied. I was looked down on by people who had more money and more status. But it gave me a hunger to prove myself, to succeed, and to show just what was possible. And it worked, because I went from that market stall at 12 to managing tens of millions of pounds, from the embarrassment of having free school dinners, to being invited to Downing Street, St James's Palace, the Treasury, and to speaking at the House of Lords. The time came when I was ready to hang up my stilettos and leave the corporate world. I'd created so much success for other people, it was time to create my own. My dream was to build a non-clinical therapy centre in a luxury destination spa in Ireland. It took time for me to build my team of A players. It took 12 months for me to find the perfect location and to raise finance. But imagine this. That girl from that family, she's on the 8th floor of the Bank of America Center, one of the tallest skyscrapers in downtown Orlando, and she's sitting opposite George Bush's personal banker. And she emerges into that Floridian sunshine with an investment offer for €16 million. I was flying. Absolutely, totally in my zone. Until that moment. I'm sitting by a beautiful pool in Marbella. The sun's glistening across the pool. I've got a delicious cocktail in my hand. When the call came in that changed everything. The promised planning permission had been denied. And in that one moment, everything I'd built, everything that I tied my identity to, came crashing down. I didn't just lose a business, I lost me. I hid away. I changed my name. I piled on weight. I told myself I was supporting others, my son, my clients, but really, I was just disappearing. Until one day I find myself in the dentist chair and I'm being told that I'm too overweight to be sedated. So embarrassing, humiliating. But really, it was the most honest mirror I'd ever faced. And I knew something had to change. But I learned something really powerful. So you can build success on the outside, but still be quietly eroding on the inside. Now I see so many brilliant women who are right on the edge of their next level. But it isn't potential that stops them. It isn't strategy. It's what's going on inside. It's that fear, that ego, that voice of conditioning that tells you, who are you to do this? What if you fail? What will people say? The voice of conditioning runs deep. I know it because I've lived it. My great-grandmother was a woman who was beaten regularly by her husband. She died during her 25th pregnancy. My grandma, with a weak heart, a newborn, a 3-year-old, was thrown out by relatives in the war and left to walk the streets looking for shelter. That newborn, my mom, was a sensitive, anxious child. She was prescribed phenobarbital at the age of 6 and left on it for 11 years. Generations of women doing what they had to do just to survive. And because of that, I'm here today. Now, conditioning may be in our DNA, but it doesn't have to stay that way because it doesn't have to be our destiny. We get to rewrite that story. Now, I believe that women hold the key to moving the needle on the economy and to also transforming the mental health in our societies. Not governments, not policies, but us. Think about it. More women than ever before are setting up in business. Yet only 17% reach 6 figures. 1% reach 7. Yet when women lead large organizations, they outperform. They last longer. They build stronger teams. So the question isn't, can women lead? It's how can we have more women leading at that level? The thing is that we have always been told that success requires sacrifice, that we've got to toughen up, prove our worth, hustle harder. But that's the old way. Now, the new way that we are here to create looks like something entirely different. The new way, it's not built on control or exhaustion. It's built on vision, collaboration, and feminine power. So let me explain then. So we've always been told that we've got a choice between flow and structure, intuition and logic, as if one cancels out the other. But feminine leadership isn't about rejecting masculinity. It's about balance. Think of it like this. Think of it like a river. The feminine is the water. It's alive, it's creative, it's ever-flowing. The masculine is the riverbank, the structure that gives it its direction. Without the riverbank, the water just floods everywhere, completely loses its power. The fact is that we need both. And that's the heart of my Youfinity framework. It's built on 3 key pillars: leadership of self, leadership of others, and leadership of the business. Without all 3 of those things, you outstrip your capacity to deliver. Your service drops, your churn rate increases, your team burn out, and you just get busier as the business grows, until the point where it feels as though all you've done is bought yourself a job. And the Youfinity framework changes all of that. It aligns with who you are, how you lead, what you build. So growth feels expansive and not exhausting. It's about vision before growth. It's about purpose before profitability, and structure that actually fuels freedom. And it's about leading with a new energy. And that energy I call the feminine leadership code, because feminine leadership is magnetic. It's the quiet confidence of a woman who knows who she is. She leads with presence, with grace, and undeniable power. Feminine leadership is about harmony, not hierarchy. Because when we rise like this, everyone rises. It's a leadership that oozes fabulosity, that celebrates beauty, creativity, and sensuality. Because the more alive you are with your bodies, with your souls, the more powerfully you lead. Now, this new era of leadership also demands collaboration over competition. Our success shouldn't be at the detriment of anybody else. We're not here to outshine anybody. We're here to amplify everyone. A business built where you're the only star in your business cannot scale. But when you become the type of leader that attracts A players, people who can do the tasks in their zone of genius better than you, that's when your business, that's when your vision multiplies. That's how we stop playing small and we build businesses that last. And it starts from the moment that you decide to stop waiting for proof and start acting from faith, and deciding to become the visionary leader that you're born to be. So ladies, I want you to join me in a little exercise here, right? Let's take it out of our heads and into our bodies. So just close your eyes if you feel safe to do so. Just let your shoulders relax and just clear your mind. There's nothing that you need to think about right now. And just put one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly, and just take a deep breath. Just feel the energy. Feel the strength. And feel the presence. Because this right here is where leadership starts. It's not in the spreadsheets. It's not in the strategy documents. It's right here, right in your center. When we lead from this place, we don't just build successful businesses. We build businesses that last. We build movements. And so here's the thing. Knowing all of this doesn't change anything unless we act on it. Because the truth is, the world does not need any more women who are waiting for permission. It needs women who are willing to go first. Women who are ready to step into their future selves before they feel ready, before they feel safe, before all the stars are aligned. The moment you decide to stop waiting, everything shifts. The energy around you changes. Things that you once thought were out of reach suddenly find you. So I want to leave you with a question. Who will go first? Who will lead the way into this new era of visionary leadership? Because when women rise, communities rise, economies rise, the world rises. When women go first, the world rises to meet them. And maybe that's why you're here today. Not by chance, but by calling. Because deep down, you know that you're already your time. So let's do another little exercise together. I want you to think about your future self. I want you to think about where you really want to take your business, that you are that woman right now. You are living the life you really want to live, and you are creating the impact that you dream of. How does she walk into a room? How does she make decisions? What does she no longer tolerate? And what are the tasks she finally delegates, lets go of, so she can focus on driving the business towards that bigger picture? Now, I want you to take a deep breath and you step into that woman now. Feel her energy right in your body, her confidence, her calm, her power. And I ask you, let's take this moment to draw a line in the sand. Let's say goodbye to the woman who played small and hello to the woman who leads boldly. The woman who stopped waiting for someday. The woman who stops proving and moves to purpose. The woman who leads with vision, passion, and utter fabulosity. And as we do, let's take a moment to celebrate her, because this is more than just a business journey. It's a revolution. It's a movement. So I'm going to play a song now. And you ladies, I'm sure most of you will know this song. I'm sure that, like me, you have danced around your handbags, singing this out about your ex. But I ask you to use this song as a trigger, that every time ego and fear stop you from doing what you really want to do, you remember this song and you sing this song and you use it to return to your power, your vision, your dream. So on your feet, ladies, and join me for a bit of boogie and one of my songs. You're singing this to your ego every time it hits you. You can sing as well. All my life to live. I will survive. Hey, da, da. Come on, girls. Da, 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 da. Go.